Whew, all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Wednesday Logic. This is the Logic Vault. So we've got something here today. This is, oh my goodness. It was about Chicago. This gentleman decides to hit him with a one-time sentence. So we're going to see what's going on here. That basically really, punched him in his jewels. We'll see how it goes.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Madam Attorney General, let me ask you this question. Were you consulted by the White House before they deployed National Guard troops to cities in the United States?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House.
You won't even say whether you talked to the White House about this?
What?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House with you, Ranking Member.
I noticed that. What's the secret? Why do you want to keep this secret? The American people don't know the rationale behind the deployment of National Guard troops in my state. The word is, and I think it's been confirmed by the White House, they are going to transfer Texas National Guard units to the state of Illinois. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, Chairman, as you shut down the government, you voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here, our law enforcement officers aren't being paid. They're out there working to protect you. I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago.
Dude, that is wicked. Oh my God, that's crazy. She said, I wish you love Chicago as much as you hate the president.
If
Oh,
you're
that's
not going to
wild.
protect your citizens, President Trump will.
No, okay. See, I agree with her though, because there's so many problems that they're having in Chicago that it's as bad as Portland, Oregon. They've been there for well over 100 days in Portland, Oregon. It's going to become the same thing in Chicago, and then eventually it's just going to spread from city to city. It's going to become a problem. If you don't squash one ant, 1,000 more are going to come through. I mean, I hate to be it, but like, I almost want to say it's kind of like in the most weirdest way, it's kind of like a bug's life. If one ant stands up to us, they will all stand up to us. You know? This scene right here.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
Right, muted the mic. Now, this right here, I'm going to add this in just small bits. That way there you guys can get an idea of my thoughts behind it. This goes both ways. This isn't just one side like that this belongs to. No, this goes both ways. Okay, this is a two-sided coin. Just so we're all on the same page. Anyways, thank you guys. It's just Jesus.
On this committee for more than 20 years. That's the kind of testimony you expect from this administration. A simple question as to whether or not they had a legal rationale for deploying National Guard troops becomes grounds for a personal attack. I think it's a legitimate question. It's my responsibility. She refuses to answer as to whether she had any conversation with the White House about deploying national troops to my state. That's an indication.
Sure, she refuses to talk about it because she doesn't want to talk about a private conversation that was in the White House. But you're refusing to do anything in Chicago, and you want to shut down the government. I think you're just as useless as the mayor of Chicago. You're as smart as a bag of rocks, and that's an insult to rocks everywhere. Okay? One of my commenters said that, and I was like, I feel bad for the minerals I just insulted, you know? This old geezer needs to step out of office because clearly he doesn't know what the problems are.
I'm afraid where we are politically in this place. Let me ask you another question. I want to, if you will, hold on a second.
No. All right, guys. Well, that was the end of that. That's Capitol Hill. That was 9:52 a.m. But this is the Wednesday logic that seems to be just continual crap piled onto more and more crap. It's annoying. It's frustrating. And I think things need to be taken care of. You know, this woman's got the right idea. You know, she was blunt, and respectful about it, and this old geezer here needs to readjust and reevaluate what the hell's going on. You know, he just doesn't seem to know. And there's not much that you can, you can only fix so much stupid. All right. And, the geezer's a bag of rocks. I don't know what he's Chicago Mayor Junior or, Chicago Mayor Double. He's just dumb. He's not seeing the bigger picture, and his feelings towards another or towards Trump is outweighing the logic that needs to be seen and taken care of. It's outweighing the problems that should be taken care of. We need to focus on the people that we are around first. I said it before, I'll say it again. You got to clean your own backyard and fix your own mind before you can help out your neighbor. All right. Anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in. This is the Logic Vault. We do it the logic way or with no logic at all. Exhibit A. I'll see you guys in the next one.